Good evening, everyone. My name is Sayyidat Tahaj Kazmi, and today I am here to conduct this beautiful evening. So firstly, I would like to call Maya Abdul Rauf for presentation on why do we need to talk about depression. Put your big hands together for Maya Abdul Rauf.
Hi everyone, I am Myra Abdul Rauf from 10th grade, and today I am here to speak about something very important, depression. It's a topic that we don't talk about enough, but something that we all should understand better. Depression isn't a war you win, it's a battle you fight every day. You never get to stop, never get to rest. It's one bloody fray after another. Depression is not a feeling of sadness sometimes. It's a huge problem. It's a serious problem that affects many people around the world. Imagine feeling lonely and hopeless for a long time and not being able to enjoy the things you used to love. That is what depression can feel like. Depression and sadness, these two things are different. Sadness is when you lose a job, when you lose a match, or when you fail a test. That's natural, that's a natural human emotion. While depression is when you lose a loved one, that is what depression is, and most of people suffer from depression. Now, why do we even need to talk about depression? What is the reason behind it? Depression, we all need to talk about depression more openly so we all can see that what really it is, as most of people think it is the feeling of sadness, but it's not. We don't see people talking about depression on internet, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or on a news channel because it's not something happy, it's not something right, it's not something fun. It's a massive problem, the massive problem which all have to beat. Every 30 seconds around any corner of the world, people are taking their lives because of this depression. It may be 2 countries away, 2 blocks away, or in any other place, people are taking their lives. The depressed people do not talk about depression because they think that nobody is going to listen to them. Nobody is going to talk about them. They are being judged. But this is not the reason. Depression is not like a chicken pox that you are going to beat forever, it's not going to return. It's a massive problem that you have to live with, that you have to cope with. So we, all people, has to help each people with depression and have to cope with them, to help them that it's okay to be asked for help and it's not something to be ashamed of. So we all are people, we all are human beings. We face problems, we struggle, but we all as a nation stand together and help those people to beat this problem, and I believe we all can do this. Thank you.
I'm here called to talk about depression. Depression is a multidimensional disease. It's not a feeling, it's not a gesture, it's nothing you can describe in words or even in body language, you can say, Depression consists of sadness, it consists of suicidal thoughts, it consists of hopelessness, it consists of other features. There are many features, you can say. Failure, the most important is failure, failure in success, failure in education, failure in achieving any target, failure in achieving any task, failure in achieving any targeted task, you can say. So it's not one thing, it's a big thing. What happens, the person starts with one symptom, that is sadness. A person gets sad. You can get sad even by somebody ignores you, you get sad. Somebody does not pay you attention, you get sad. You don't achieve the required result, you get sad. So the base of depression is sadness. You can read any book of psychology in the world, the base is sadness. Depression starts from sadness and then it triggers out, you can say boost up with different other symptoms, and that causes fears, hallucinations and delusions, illusions. All these are factors of depression. None of the symptoms is out of depression. The doctors generally, in Pakistan especially, they just say, if the person is not getting cured by any medicine, they say you have depression. And the patient is ignorant about depression. The patient doesn't know anything about depression. He just says, no, I'm okay, everything is okay, I'm fine, I'm doing my job fine, I'm earning money or I'm studying in a college or university or whatever. I don't feel anything like depression. But behind the scene, there is something which he or she is ignoring. Where you can say the process started of depression. He doesn't know, he doesn't even remember it all sometimes. But the doctor does what? The psychiatrist especially, all the psychologists you can say, they both have a very important character in that, in resolving this depression. So anxiety is also part of depression. Anxiety is not something different. The only difference is, in anxiety you have some dreadful fears, you can say. Fear of night, fear of being alone, fear of success, fear of achieving anything, fear of oneself as well. Sometimes the person is doing himself. And there are other things also, fear of water, hydrophobia you can say, fear of heights. Such people can't go on the mountains or the hills, they fear that. So these fears cause anxiety. And there are two major anxieties. One is agitational anxiety, which keeps you moving. You can't sit down. You say, I have anxiety, I can't sit down. Something is going to happen. That feeling that something is going to happen, and it happens, that results in panic attacks. It results in panic attacks. Failure in love, that's also part of depression. Failure in success of education or any project. Failure of being recognized in life. Some people face that, They feel that we are not recognized. We are, discarded, or you can say we are neglected or rejected. That feeling causes depression. And every second person in Pakistan, I can say every second person, if we are two, I may be one of them, is a victim of depression. So one has to dig out on her or himself, why am I a patient of depression or not? You have to find yourself. So the need of the day, the whole world, not in Pakistan or in America or in UK or Australia or Switzerland, one has to find out, do I have depression? Am I falling in depression? Or am I a victim of depression? Or am I trying to fight my depression? Everyone is fighting a certain depression. Everyone is fighting a certain depression in our country or in the world as well. So in America, the most difficult thing in America is how to earn money, In Pakistan it's very easy, but in America it's very difficult. So the depression over there is earning money and how to pay back the bills. They have depression, people go in depression. And depression does what? If you are a victim of typhoid, if you are a victim of malaria, dengue, or even COVID, or any such, you can say, dangerous disease, the depression triggers that disease. The depression does what? It triggers that disease. So one does what? If you are having typhoid and you are in depression, that depression will boost up your typhoid. This is true. You can try on yourself as well. How? If you have fever, you just start thinking of your failures, of your past, of your sadness. You just try to remember that, and you will feel your fever will increase from 101 to 102 or 103 or 104, and you'll be surprised for that. So in this academy or in this institute, in this school, we do what? We dig out that cause of depression. We don't dig out the depression only, we dig out the cause of depression so we can eradicate that and make that person get rid of it forever, so that he can move on the track of success, prosperity, and a good life. I hope you will agree with me with this stance. and we'll be working for it, inshallah. And with the passage of time, you will enjoy this digging out depression. Thank you very much.